Hi all, and welcome to another episode from Productivity Matters. What does being productive mean to you? It's all very well having some great apps to help you get organised, but if they don't help you to actually be productive, then what's the point? I'm Julian, and on this episode I'm going to look at what it actually means to be productive and how the tools I use help me. Coming right up. If we're to understand how the tools and methods can help us, then we need to get to the heart of productivity and what it actually is. Productivity means different things to each of us, but one thing I think we can all agree on is that it's the means to getting things done in the most efficient manner. It may be that the easiest way to do this is using good old-fashioned pen and paper, a chart on the wall to track tasks. However, as we know, the tech world has been overtaken with all sorts of software and apps to help us do something better. Throughout business, there are tons of methods designed to help navigate the swathes of red tape and challenges of project work. If you've listened to previous episodes, then you'll know that I'm a big proponent of using the tools available. They've helped me to get organised, and they should help you too. However, there is an important point to note. It's all very well having the tools, but unless we know how to use them, we might as well not bother, and return to manual note-taking and task and project management. Using apps is also a habit-forming process. Sometimes we actually need to remember that we have them, and with all the options available, it can sometimes be easier not to bother. On the other hand, do you actually need the app? Does having an app make you more productive, or does it, in reality, slow you down? Until you have used the app or software for a while and got used to it, it can actually seem to take longer to do something. Consider you have a big task to complete. Alongside it, there are smaller pieces of work that also need to get finished. What do you do first? Well, and remember this is my opinion, what you should do is focus on that one big task, the one that looks hard. Get it done. Get it out of the way. You'll feel a great sense of achievement once it's complete, knowing that finally you've done it. Now you can work on all the smaller tasks, and a task manager will help you break down the big task into more manageable chunks so you can work through them. So let's take a look at the apps that I use to help me. These aren't in any particular order, because what comes first? Is it the note-taking or the information? I use Todoist for managing individual tasks. As I mentioned earlier, using apps is habit forming, and I must admit that it took me some time to get into the habit, but now everything I need to do goes in there. It takes little to no time to record what I need to do. I even forward emails to Todoist, so I have more information available when it comes to do the task. In Todoist I have a number of projects, from work to personal, and also the Cubs group that I run. I have a project called Routines, which is broken down further into daily, weekly and monthly. This is for all the recurring tasks. Now that I'm in the habit, absolutely everything I need to do is entered, and it sits in the default inbox until I review them. I have a recurring task every evening to review everything. Whether that's to prioritise them, categorise them, or simply delete them because they're no longer relevant. I use dates and reminders so that I can stay on top of what needs to be done. Next, there's Evernote. I've recorded a couple of podcasts about Evernote, and it's my number one choice for taking notes and capturing info for later use. I scan pretty much every official letter or document that comes through the post, as well as some receipts, and I create clippings from the web using their web clipper, which is just brilliant. It's a terrific app for storing notes and thoughts and important information, instantly available across a multitude of devices. I can set reminders for notes to pop up at a certain time, and I've also created a Zap, through Zapier, that has that reminder also appear in Todoist. It's all joined up. Using a good email client will help to manage mail. I use Spark at the moment on my phone and MacBook. The smart inbox means I always have a zero inbox, which is nice and clear because I deal with them pretty much straight away. Spark also has an integration with Todoist and Evernote, so I can easily and quickly add an email to the relevant service as needed. I use Fantastical too as my calendar, I like the natural way that events can be created. For the news, I use Feedly, and I use a recipe on IFTTT to add items to Pocket for reading later. Does that class as being productive? Well, it may not help to get things done, but it streamlines some of my workflow. And there you have it, a quick look at some of the apps that I use. Being productive to me means getting the best result in the most efficient way. The tools I've mentioned help me to do that. What does being productive mean to you? What motivates you to get things done? Get in touch via Twitter @ProdMatters. I hope you found this episode interesting. If you've got to the end of this episode, then thank you very much for listening. Tweet me the phrase, "I love being productive," and I'll give you a shout out in a future episode. Don't forget to subscribe where you normally listen to your podcasts, and until next time, remember, productivity matters.